Hi guys, this is Marcus, your MTT coach for the Academy of Poker, and this is another video for a little education for you guys on how to play poker in the perfect way. Today we will talk about how to multi-table in poker, what it takes, and yeah, like the basic stuff for multi-tabling in poker. Before I go on, as always, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on all our social media like Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot to not miss anything in case of news or just some funny videos or poker related stuff we are posting. But now let's jump into the video. First thing first, have the right order for your tables. This is pretty important because there's different ways. So what you can do is you can tile the tables, means you have one by one, each next to each other, so you are able to see every table. You can also stack them, so you have them all in one side of the computer, of the monitor, and whenever there's an action, the next one appears, and as soon as you click something, it disappears again and another one pops up. On that one, you kind of lose the overview. So my personal opinion is here that tiling the tables is the best way because you don't lose the overview. You see everything that's going on, especially because you can see the current action. So if you stack a table, you just see, oh, this is now the turn. Not really sure what happened. I have to look it up maybe because there has been some betting. I'm not sure, so it's harder to really have an overview. And in this way, if you tile them, you can just see everything because you can still, have a look at the table and follow the action while you may be clicking some other buttons. So tiling the tables, guys, should make it the easiest for you to multi-table. Use hotkeys. Um, on the one side, it already helps you to make faster decisions because it will save you time. So if you have some clicks, especially if you're maybe already a gamer in some way, if you used the keyboard for some stuff like the WSAD to walk around in games, for example, or you just used to have your hand at the keyboard all the time anyway. If you have the hotkeys, you can just instead of clicking through the tables, you just have to hover one of the tables, quickly push any button, and in this case, it's definitely easier if you just do stuff like, calling, folding, checking, of course, and maybe go for a specific open raising size. Like you could use, for example, the 1, 2, 3 or so, and then go for one min raise, two, 2.5, and three maybe as a three bet, like 6x or something in that direction. So in that way, you can make it more quickly. And you see you have like the most used actions as hotkeys, as I said, calling, folding, checking, and maybe even other than the pre-flop raises, you can also go for bet sizes on the flop. As you know, especially on PokerStars, you have the small sizings and you can adjust them in the percentage you want. But then you can also just give that a hotkey to just, push one button and you bet 25% of the pot, for example. I think that is pretty nice and it helps you in quite a lot of ways to save time, especially if you have many tables open. Focusing the right way. So a lot of people, and sometimes at least it's a saying that men are not able to multitask and women are way better at multitasking. No matter what, if you're a type that is able to multitask, you can maybe at least have some music on, or maybe even watch something. But in general, I would say just really focus on the tables. So keep everything that might distract you away from you. And nowadays, making your phone at least on silent mode or put it away completely is probably a really good thing because we all know people nowadays really look at their phone so often. There's always some messages or some news that come up, and you keep on looking at these things. So, as said, put your phone away. Maybe even use headphones. As said, you can make some music. You can put some music on that puts you in the right mood. So if you like to listen to maybe classic music, some people really like that to be able to concentrate, or you're listening to electro, minimal, or rock or pop, R&B, whatever you like. If it helps you to focusing on the monitor on the tables, do it. Next thing is also to not open any other stuff that is not poker related on your PC. So I said, if you are able to do it, you can watch a TV show next to you. If you maybe just listen to the sound, you know. But other than that, if you have like some tabs open, maybe play some other game or look at Facebook, Instagram, or Reddit the whole time, it's gonna keep you distracted. So just don't open anything else if you can't take it 100%. If you can, then I said you can have some videos on, maybe, you know, have some streams open. Uh, there's enough poker streamers, and in that way it can even help you because maybe you have some similar spot at the time that he's playing this, so you can then just adjust what he's doing to your table, um, and that way it might help you even. But other than that, really try to focus. Next thing up is the usage of your HUD, your heads up display. That's key. And if you can't really work with it, you really need to start working with it. Because, again, as all the other things, of course, they help you to make decisions way faster. So, according to the stacks, you will know what your opponent does because the stats show if he's aggressive, if he's passive, if he likes to call a lot, if he likes to, or if he opts to fold more often, especially pre-flop, or if he folds to turn bets a lot or something like that. So you know about your opponent, you know about his play style, or at least get a pretty good idea about his play style, which will also help you to figure out different spots throughout how the hands work out versus those opponents, and therefore it will help you to make almost default decisions the whole time because you just take a small look at the HUD, you see, oh, he's so tight, but now he's raising me, I can fold now. At least, of course, if you don't have a monster, but you know what I mean. So you know that it's easier if he's so tight the whole time and you have some hands on him. So I'd say like at least 150, 200 hands on him, and you see that he's never betting and now he starts raising, it's easy for you to fold. Next thing also, it helps you so much with studying after the sessions. So, as I already talked to you about um, train or studying afterwards, so that you have like this anti 80-20 clause, meaning you should play 80% of the time, or that 20% of your studying helps for 80% of the playing. So, you're going to use stuff like Hold'em Manager, Poker Tracker, Hand to Note, because it's going to help you to study and you can see every hand you play, all the opponents you played against, and this will help you so much. So you can also see your own stats, which also helps because it shows you leaks on your game. So you have a bad c-bet percentage, you are too aggressive, you're not aggressive enough, you are folding too much to three bets and stuff like that. And that's also going to improve your game because then you can have a look at those hands when you see, oh, I open raise this and this, but I fold versus that and that, and that's I shouldn't do that. I should be calling or maybe four bet bluffing and stuff like that, which just helps you so much to improve your game. Last but not least, adding more tables slowly. As this topic today is multi-table, of course it's about playing more tables. And by multi-tabling, of course, multi-tabling starts at two tables, but it's pretty much open to the end. So you could be ending up with 16, 20 tables or something like that. But the key is here to be patient, to start slowly with that. So you start with one table, you add a second one, you add a third one, you add a fourth one, and you keep on playing your sessions. And you see how big an influence more tables have maybe on your graph, so on your how much you win, or on your concentration. Because if you have four tables, if you have maybe then eight tables, and you see that, wow, it's so hard for me to make a decision in the right time, and I'm timing out in so many tournaments, then maybe go down a bit again and see what the perfect size is for you. Also, it depends, of course, on the size of your monitor. If the monitor is maybe not that big, it's hard to really have eight tables open. But if you have a huge monitor, you can easily fit 15, 20 tables on the monitor and still see every table in its full size. So you got to find your optimum, see according also to your stats, what your best way of playing is, where you see that you can easily play your A game without making any mistakes. And then, as I said, slowly add a little bit and at least try it out for 1, 2, or even 3 sessions, uh, trying the amount I said. And again, start maybe with 2 tables, then go to 4 tables, and just see how it works, how easy you can adapt to it. And if you got some problems, go down, go back, maybe see, okay, I was happy with 3 tables. Four is being a bit much for me. Or you see, oh, I can easily handle 8 tables. Let's try 10 or let's try 12 tables and see if it changes in any way how I play. And I think in that way you can just find out what's the best for you. We do have quite a lot of things. If you join our training course, by the way, it's available for you for free. So just hit the link in the description below for that. And yeah, get started right away. You can get it for free by just playing at the website. So you're creating playing at the software, one of the poker softwares with our partner sites. You create rake by playing, and in that way, after you created a certain amount of rake, the poker room pays for your education, which is pretty nice, I think. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.